I had a really slight bump in the road, and the only reason I mention it is because as some of you may have seen it. The danger of bringing up something like this is um, a lot of people love drama and they latch onto something like this in an inappropriate level of interest and intent. So I'm going to tell you, it's not a big deal. However, we did have somebody post on a big forum that this was a scam and that Paul Darby was running a Ponzi scheme, et cetera, et cetera. And there was no product, and there was some things said that were defamatory and libelous to the point that I'm going to have to deal with it. And here's why. I was reading on there that this person has contacted the FBI and put a link on there so everybody else could contact the FBI. And if they didn't want to go to prison, then they needed to contact the FBI too. And I was going to prison because I was definitely running a scam. Normally, I wrote back to the person that sent this and I had a big smiley face and I went, I don't have time for it. However, what a lot of you don't know is I am fortunate and blessed that I probably have a little bit different relationship with FBI people than most do, in that I have FBI agents on my speed dial and am friends with law enforcement types and federal agent types because I, how do I keep this short? I do a lot of work as a private contractor and travel around the country and do law enforcement training and firefighter training and military training for first responders for anti-terrorism mitigation. So I know all these guys. I hang out with them for, a week at a time in schools, or I get to go down in underground chambers and work in biohazard conditions and get live nerve gas, or get to go out and on the bomb range, or get to train on the active shooter scenarios and that kind of fun stuff. I mean, so work in biohazard conditions and get live nerve gas, or get to go out and on the bomb range, or get to train on the active shooter scenarios and that kind of fun stuff. I mean, so I contacted one and said, look, here's what was said. And they go, look, dude, you have a real product. It's a $28 product. You're not at any level of running any kind of scam, and you're selling a higher value worth than what you're charging. And you have a program where you pay for people that are sponsors. Now, we use the word affiliates or resellers, but they don't necessarily know that, so they'll use sponsor. And then he suggested that I get a cease and desist order filed through the attorneys. And the second thing was I had lunch with my pastor after lunch, and I mentioned this to them because we have a lot of pastors in and a lot of really good people, and more people are coming in. And he said, look, being a Christian doesn't mean you're not allowed to have legal rights, that you're not allowed to use the court system. If there's somebody that goes into a theater and yells fire and people as a joke and people get hurt leaving, then they're responsible for that. So if somebody puts in libelous and slanderous statements and attacks a business or attacks an individual, there are legal ramifications for that. So I'll be doing that. You guys already saw the legal stuff that's on the FAQ page. If you haven't, go see it. I posted that very early to deal with that issue. So one person in our group wanted to quit because they read that. And the thing was, that affected 200 other members. So I had to get the programmer to mark all the people coming in. I don't know, there was 30, 40, 50, 60 people under this individual. So I just had them all mark paid because I don't want anybody having to wait or anybody losing money. That's how we roll. And then there ended up being about 200 people affected because websites on websites on websites, that's how our system works. So it was a lot of work and a lot of effort. And rather than deal with that and take the loss of new business, and then have you as members not knowing or being frightened or concerned because they said, if you don't want to go to prison, you better get out of this. Well, it was a lot of work and a lot of expense. And rather than deal with it, I guess that I will have to make an example of somebody and then post all that. So the next people coming in that think it would be cute to go to a theater and yell fire, or that think it would be cute to get hardworking, honest, excellent men and women's business and hurt them financially, thousands of families around the world, because they're angry and they want to do a Jerry Springer act and they want to be mean or they want to hurt somebody, we'll just put a stop to that. So I normally don't bring that part of my world into my internet marketing, because when I do executive protection and bodyguard work and train to deal with active shooters and train to deal with crazy people or people that are trying to kill or cause harm or injury to the principles that I'm working with, when I'm working with kids, I've worked, in families that have families and children that have active death threats against them. And we keep them safe. So guess what? I've got a little bleed over now into my internet marketing world and to my members. I'm going to keep you guys safe. That's how that works. Okay. So that was drama and interesting and all that. Let's get back to business. We are growing very fast. I'll be hiring new chat people. I'll be hiring new help support people. We are still working on releasing the new platform. We've got some more legal stuff to do. When I told you guys on that one, I set everything up legal bulletproof. I wasn't kidding. I didn't just make it up. Been here 15 years, debt-free corporation based out of the U.S., probably 300 successful launches of my own products and thousands of others. 70,000 active customers and subscribers in over 20 countries, blah, 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 blah. So we got a cool thing going, and with this one, we're hitting it out of the park. And we've got some really great stuff coming up for our community. So if you send in a support ticket and it's clearly answered on the FAQ page, you may get a response that says go to support, you may not. Because I'm going to tell them, if you're too busy to deal with people going to support with a question that's clearly answered 100% on FAQ page, if you're really busy, go to the next. Don't take time to re-answer questions. So I want to invite you guys to go to the FAQ page before you send in a support ticket. I got, and remember, please, no more personal emails to me. And if you do me the kindness of not using chat for customer support issues, use customer support for customer support issues. I may or may not get live chat, live customer support chat, but that'll be step number 3. And I'm working real hard now on step number 0, 1, and 2. Hey, you guys, I want to mention something to you. This is for those of you that have not purchased yet. I'm trying to do videos and I can't because all the special delivery people are coming. This morning, this guy woke me up. I mean, I drove until 4 a.m. I get home and the FedEx, but he's waking me up, giving me money. I just now, and you can see on the envelopes the rain on it. The post people just came with this and they want me to go to the post office. If you haven't joined yet and you send me something that requires a signature and I'm not home to sign for it, or you send it FedEx or you send it Western Union, I am not going to go pick it up. I'm not stuck up and I'm not too good for my own britches or too big for my own britches. I'm neither of those things. However, I'm not going to be running in circles all day, and neither will your sponsors. Right now, a lot of people watching this that are in and that are sponsors going, oh, I'll go get money all day long. The thing is, when you're getting money in 5 different ways every day, and money is just coming in all over the place, and as this happens for you, and it will, because the reason it happened for me first, we're only a week old, the reason it happened for me first is because I'm the first guy out there, and so my payment buttons are going out on everybody's site. Your payment buttons, if you're in, are getting ready to go out on everybody's site, because if you tell one person, you could retire. If that one person was somebody like me, and I sold 100 my first day, which that's how many people came in under me, you would have made $700 that day. And then your button would have been on 700 more websites. This is what a lot of people aren't getting. So, and as excited as they'll be to get money, some for the first time, some just more than they've ever made in their lives, as exciting as that is, you'll find that they'll get busy. And we won't have time to go to all 3 different delivery carriers and Western Union and to the post office to sign for stuff and wait in line. There just wouldn't be enough time to go collect that much money. So you have to do it following the system. So if you do that, then you'll save me from this, and we can just go back to, see, this is, I get this every day. And by the way, that wasn't all of them. That's just what I grabbed out of the box. And now I'm supposed to go to the post office and pick this up. I'm going to go today, and that's it. And after that, you guys that are requiring signatures, you just not get marked as paid. And again, I'm not being stuck up. I love you, but you got it. Other than that, I am thrilled beyond words. This video might not have looked like, oh my gosh, they are ringing my doorbell, bringing me money. And I have all of that. However, I'm very interested now in helping you guys achieve this. And I just told the post lady, I said, by the way, I gave her the web address, right? Because she goes, what's going on? And I go, well, I just launched a new internet business. She said, I knew something was going on. So I told her the website address, right? You know how that works. So that's why when I have stuff in the members area drop, I'm starting to do a training. This isn't a training. I just wanted to bring that announcement out. Look, be happy, be wonderful, be blessed today. If you're not in yet, just join correctly. If you are in, get ready. Get ready for a life that you're not going to have much time to prepare for. Okay, bye.